Guys, if I'm being honest, y'all kind of boring. Y'all boys kind of boring. I think we should add an extra guest. What do y'all think?
I think we should bring on like a fat guy or something.
Figures.
I don't think that's a good idea. I think we should bring on a former fat guy.
Did you say former fat guy?
Hi, y'all. Welcome back to a brand new freaking podcast. If you look to my right, you already know who's here. Let's get this freaking podcast started.
Let's do it.
Can we do that?
Can I crack this?
Let's crack it. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh! That was good.
Oh my gosh.
That was perfect.
That was good.
It was so good we're knocking shit off the counters. All right. Really quick, I got to ask the rules of the podcast. Can I cuss?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
Of course. Okay.
No, we're family friendly here.
Yeah, we're family
All
friendly,
right, guys, I'll
actually.
see you guys on my channel. Like, no, I'm just kidding.
Okay, today, ladies and gentlemen, we have one of the most renowned protein snack and diet drink reviewers, known for his brutally honest Sorry, hold up, I'm
He can do
choking.
this.
Known for his brutally honest opinions and amazing charisma, both on and off the camera. He has amassed over 600,000 followers on all social medias combined, but more importantly, a true inspiration to all people trying to change themselves for the better. We have former Fat Guy Fitness. Round of applause for him.
Easy's not supposed to start the podcast by making me cry, man.
Hey,
like, good lord. Like,
Well,
come on,
my
dude.
specialty is putting people in uncomfortable situations. So,
Oh, you never make me uncomfortable, buddy. Never.
Ever?
sounds like a
Ever.
challenge to me.
Start the Riz off early here, guys.
Let's get it.
Man, former, honestly, it's great to have you. Thank you for your time. But man, right now, right off the bat, we want to know, who were you before former Fat Guy Fitness?
How much time do you got, brother?
We got
Starting
all
off
day.
strong. Starting
All
off
day,
strong.
all day. Come on.
Okay, so long story short, for those of you that don't know, I'm 32 years old. I'm the old guy on Echo, basically.
Dang.
Up until the age of 30, I would say late 29, early 30s, I was the epitome of unhealthy. I was 275. I smoked 2 packs a day. I drank a fifth a day.
Wow.
Keep the words careful for TikTok here and the censors. I smoked 2 ounces of za a month.
There you go.
I was a party animal in college with a variety of things that I will not say because I don't want to give anybody ideas out there. I was not good when it came to my physical and mental health at all. In the year of 2020, I was dating a woman named Christy. God bless her soul. She passed away from a pulmonary embolism. So basically, she had a blood clot in her leg, rushed to her heart, stopped the beating. She died. We were both extremely overweight. I was 275. I believe she was about 260. We were both big and eating extremely unhealthy, doing a lot of unhealthy things. Shook my world, like rocked my world, like sent me through a massive depressive state through 2021. And finally, after about 10 months of it, it was either shit or get off the pot time. It was like, okay, I got to make some serious change here. So instead of continuing to cry, whine, and moan about, I lost my girlfriend, life has sucked, I had screwed up the first 30 years of my life, I said, let's make a change. So I dove head first into fitness. I made it my life. Calorie deficit, high protein, lifting consistently. And after 11 months, I went from 275 down to 155.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Less than a year?
In about 11 months.
Do
11 months.
y'all see why that intro was merited? A true inspiration to anybody that's ever
I
known
appreciate
anything
that,
about you, brother.
And that's,
Yeah.
I really try to keep my content lighthearted and things like that. But if you want to know some former lore, there you go. I hit you with it hard and heavy, and that's pretty much the tip of the iceberg as well. But we'll keep it there for right now.
That is interesting. I'm sure a lot of people didn't know that, really.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the alcohol. I did see in a live that you mentioned smoking, but I didn't know about all the other activities you were
Like
into.
partying too. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
a lot of things.
I was a party animal, big time.
You
Like,
do give me party animal vibes, but in a cute way.
Yeah.
In a
He's gonna
romantic
make me
way.
blush again.
So you were 275, and that was at what age?
275, that was, I would say 29 is when that was my peak at 275, 29.
And that's when you would say you started your fitness journey and things like that?
Yeah, roughly about 2.5 years ago or so.
Wow. So that's relatively recent then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did the original 125-pound weight loss, lost, if I can do my math right here, it was late 2021, October 2021 when I got down to 155. Went on a year-long bulk because when I got down to 155, I was like, whoa, I'm tiny. I'm a little bitch. So I need to put some muscle on. Went on a year-long bulk, got up to 205. Unfortunately, my dad passed away 3 days after I ended my bulk, which then led me into basically a maintenance phase. Since then, I've gone up and down about 10 pounds since then, rocking 195 right now on a current cut. But yeah, just trying to be a regular dude, not trying to be a bodybuilder. I ain't trying to show six-pack abs or anything like that. Just showing people like, doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter the stupid shit you did in your life. You can get healthy. We all can do it.
That's
You're
beautiful.
healthy. And right, you were talking about mental health aspects.
Oh yeah.
And it also helped that, not only the physical
Absolutely.
aspect. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I think anybody who's doing that amount of substances would tell you that, yeah, there's depression there. There's a lot of you're doing those things for the dopamine hit of each of those things. And then as soon as I got myself healthy and got the chemistry in my body right and got all those things out of me, it's like, wow, I feel good. Like, this is weird. Like, oh, this is what it's like to actually be healthy. Maybe I should start telling other people about this. Like, hey, you guys should try this. This shit's good, man. Like, this is the actual good stuff.
Well, I just wanted to ask you, did you have like those similar dopamine hits with like food?
I still get it to this day.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the one thing I'll tell everybody is people ask what was the hardest thing to quit. It's the one thing you can't quit, guys. You can cold turkey cigarettes, za, alcohol. Guess what? You can't cold turkey. You can't cold turkey food. You have to fix those habits, fix that relationship with it, and find what works for you.
Crumble?
Oh, people who hate on crumble are just trying to be over.
Thank you.
If you're hating on crumble, you're literally just trying to be a fancy food critic. I'm a professional food critic, guys. It's sugar and butter in a form. Like, it's gonna be sweet. What do you think it is? It's crumble, dude.
I ain't gonna lie, Former, you might have started something devious in my heart. Do you remember the Echo Cookout where you and Bella brought a box of crumble?
Yes.
I had never tried crumble before that.
Did you
and
love
I
it?
was on a cut that day.
Oh, I'm.
And it was like
so
towards
sorry.
the end of the cookout,
I'm
all the
so
cookies
evil.
were still intact. They kind of looked at me funny, like
They whispered to you, didn't they?
They whispered to me. They were like, yeah, those cookies got bodied, and that's the only time I've ever had crumble since.
It's
and
good, dude.
I have been dreaming about crumble. Literally,
Yeah.
I think this is like 4 podcasts in a row where we bring up crumble on this podcast.
Hey,
I was
you know,
gonna say it's
I
not
can
a full
respect it.
Yapcast episode if we don't bring up crumble.
Exactly.
Check that box off early in the first 10 minutes, guys. We hit that quickly.
But hear me out. What Former said. If you hate on crumble, like, come on. Like, you know what you're getting. Something extremely sweet.
It's
If you
a
say-
cookie.
It's a cookie.
Are
If
you expecting a 5-layer cake with savory, sweet, and spicy in there? Like, pull your head out of your ass, dude. It's a cookie.
Hey, back-to-back weeks though, 1,000-calorie cookie. That's kind of insane.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you're going to crumble, guys. You can't even look at macro friendly. Like, in reality, you want a good cookie. The higher the calorie count, the better. I make things macro friendly. Like, I have a cookbook and everything like that. Like,
Pick it up.
Yeah, get the cookbook. You can't make cookies macro friendly. You can't. They require a certain amount of fat, sugar, and butter to actually be a good, true cookie. That don't look for that for macro friendly.
I think that's why we can never find a good like protein cookie or something like
They all turn into cakes.
Yeah.
You can make a good cake. You
Yeah.
can make a very good cake, not a cookie.
Well, the shake and bake score, right?
Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
it came from.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask.
do you got?
You've been on this health journey. When do you let yourself indulge in a crumble cookie here and there?
I have various moments that I'll do it, like on the bulk all the time. Like, hey, that year of bulking was fun. I probably took it about 10
All
pounds
right, I
too
just
far.
got the okay.
Yeah,
But-
Nico regularly enjoys his $4,000 dollar calorie cookies on his bulk.
Over the last year, though, of kind of like my half maintenance, half cut year, where it's been up and down, up and down. There's a few times like mine and Bella's anniversary. Like, obviously, enjoy your anniversary. Enjoy those special days. You don't get those all the damn time.
For sure.
Maybe once a month, I'll have a cheat meal or something like that, because you guys know, like, if you have a cheat meal every single week, congratulations, you've just wiped out all your progress in that week. You know, one cheat meal for me could be 2,000 calories over maintenance.
Oh, okay.
Bro, you're talking all you can eat sushi. We throwing down, dude. That wipes out your entire deficit of the week. So
Hot
maybe
take, sushi's not that good.
Stop it.
get out of this room.
When I was 270 pounds, still very heavy, my first ever Echo meet, they invited us to all-you-can-eat sushi at Sushi Masa,
Masa.
right?
Yep.
And there was a bet. I think Bax was the one that came up with the bet.
I would believe it.
The loser had to down a whole thing of wasabi. And prime easy, nobody would have thought that I would have lost that, because I looked like a ball sitting with a bunch of just fit people, right? I sat down, I ate 4 rolls, I went to the restroom and wanted to throw up.
Yeah.
I did not like it at all. I downed the wasabi tasted better than the sushi for me. And it was
All
a
right.
whole thing of wasabi.
Stop
Okay,
it.
all right. I love you, Easy.
I'm sorry.
I will always have a little man crush on you, but that's I don't know if I can respect that. I'm sorry, man.
Well,
I'm sorry, man.
I apologize.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Sushi is just a miss for me.
I get it. That's right. That's right. And that's the number one thing. Like, as a reviewer, I always tell everybody, like, guys, taste is the most subjective thing on planet Earth. Like,
Yeah, someone can have good taste, but
I'm here to
some
review and rate things. I'm here to review and rate the most subjective thing on planet Earth. What does and doesn't taste good. Like, yeah. Thankfully, a majority of the people agree with me, but every video I make, it's always like,
Someone.
former missed on this one. Like, okay, good for you, bro.
I think I've had my fair share of comments where it's like, Former, I trust your taste buds 1,000%, but I just heavily disagree with you on this.
It happens,
But,
dude.
I
It
mean, yeah,
happens.
it's all subjective.
And that's the thing is, if we all agreed on the same thing, guess what? We'd all eat the same thing every single day, all day. Like, we're humans. We have different taste buds.
That's very true.
I never disagree with Former. I think Former always has the best
And this
takes.
is why Nico's the best member on the Appcast, guys.
Damn. Just like that, we got axed, bro.
Hey, so we've learned about Tyler, when did Former Fat Guy Fitness start?
In my garage.
Wow.
Like, I guess, like, I would say it would be near the end of my fitness journey, because genuinely the reason why I lost weight is I always wanted to get on social media. I debated getting on social media for gaming, streaming, Twitch, things like that. Politics, we're not doing that on this one. Weight loss, fitness. When I got to the end of it and I fell in love with fitness enough, I was like, hell, maybe I give this a go. Maybe I try. I always thought I didn't belong in the space, because I'm still, D-tier physique at best, bro. But I walked into the garage one day on a lift near the end of my weight loss, thinking, like, it's time to start the social media thing. And the words, I'm a former fat guy. Former fat guy fitness. That's got a fucking ring to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what I'm going to start with. So it started in my garage. I thought about it. And my thing has always been food. Like, I started with macro-friendly recipes, still make those. Reviews were never the plan. That's the funny thing. That was never the plan. On the list of questions you guys sent me, we'll get into that a little bit later. That was never the plan. Like, if you watch my old YouTube videos, don't. They suck. They are horrible.
Everybody's gonna go tune in now.
I have one video that has over 100,000 views. It's my overnight oats recipe. I have no personality in any of them. It's painful to watch, dude.
So what's the YouTube page that they should avoid to not watch these videos?
What's my name, brother?
Yeah,
Former Fat Guy Fitness on all platforms, dude. All
Imagine you just
platforms.
get like a crazy Yapcast bounce on those.
Well, good news. I'm actually getting ready to start to post over to YouTube again, because now shorts are longer. Then you can go up to 3 minutes on shorts.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
They just added it.
Yep.
You and me, because you and me will go longer than a minute all the time. So YouTube was never viable. We're back, YouTube. We're back, but this time with personality. Okay.
There you go.
I just started posting on YouTube, and I just started posting recipes, and I was like, let's see how it hits. And just like with anything in life, you're gonna suck before you get good.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how it is.
How'd you transition to TikTok?
TikTok it's funny. TikTok was an afterthought at first, because it was all YouTube at first. I filmed long videos of me sitting at my desk just talking about fitness in general, and I took clips out of those videos and posted them over to YouTube. 200 view jail, guys, like 200, 300, 400 views. Nobody liked them. One like, one comment. I would get, oh my God, I got a comment. Yeah, it's so good. And then one day I went to Costco, because I started noticing, like, man, I put a lot of effort into these YouTube videos. People follow me for them, but I don't get the amount of traction or growth from it. So I started trying shorts. I started trying like TikToks. I walked to Costco one day. This goes into one of your next questions of like, what was the first video that hit?
Yeah.
Walked into Costco, looked at all their protein bars, and I was like, I can make a video out of this. And just walked by it, held my phone right beside me, and just did B-roll beside every single protein bar.
I've seen that.
That was my first viral video.
Yes. Oh my God.
And then I'd take B-roll of the back of all the protein bars, and I'm like, I'm gonna take this home and rate all of these through 1 through 10 and just do a voiceover of it. And it was, I know what line that made it go viral. And here's a trick for everybody who's trying to do social media. It was, let's rank Costco's protein bars from the worst to the best, and the best one might surprise you. That was the line. The best one might surprise you is what made everybody stick around to the end of the video. And then the best one ended up being the Kirkland protein bar. Cheapest, best macros, not horrible on taste, and everybody wanted to argue with me in the comments. Kirkland's ass. Kirkland's horrible.
Which flavor though?
God, I haven't had them in so long.
I like that chocolate cookie dough one.
I was gonna say the cookie dough is my personal favorite. That or the chocolate peanut butter. Chocolate peanut butter is also good.
Which one?
They're honestly not that bad. They're very chewy. It's a power bar. Like, guys, it's a $1 protein bar. Like, are you expecting a Bear for a $1 protein bar? But like for the macros, dude, 10 grams of fiber. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But it was that one video. It went viral, and everybody was like, I was like, wow, people like protein bars, and everybody commented too. You got to try the Bear bar. So I bought the Bear cookies and cream bar. That was my first solo review that went viral.
Bro, what? I remember all these. Like,
those were my first two
What?
videos that went viral. And
yes, like
anybody who knows me knows my tagline. What's my tagline, guys?
Cost macros taste.
Let's do this thing.
Let's do this.
That was an accident. I started that video, Bear Bells, of like, hey guys, let's talk about the cost, the macros, and the taste of this bar. Let's do this thing. I just started saying that every single video. So everybody who was new knew that that's what you're getting out of every video. We're going to talk about the cost, the macros, and the taste, so people stay around for the entire video. If you want a shorts video, Instagram, Reels, YouTube, TikTok to do good, you got to watch the whole video. Give them a reason to stay to the end. So that's how that all started.
That is wild.
These are like little diamonds that Former is dropping right now, by the way. Like, if y'all want to pursue something, maybe not copying Former, obviously, be original.
I'll come
but
for
like,
you. Don't copy.
Yeah, like, wow.
Yeah, if y'all are stuck at like 3,900 followers and can't get more than like 500 views and 1 like, I think those are gems. I think those are gems.
I'll give you guys one more. This is the last like content creation tip I'll give anybody here. The 2-second rule. You have 2 seconds in your video to catch their attention, make them stay, and be invested in why are they watching your video. Whether it's a subtitle, something you say, something on screen, something has to make their brain go, wait, what the fuck? Or, hey, what was that? Or, oh, what did he say? Just you do that, you're good to go. Thankfully, I've grown enough to where just my face on camera, they know, oh, it's Former, it's a review. We're going to stay around for a Former review. But when I started, you guys remember how I used to do memes all the time?
Yes.
The memes.
Yeah.
The memes, a stupid a joke, a tiny dick joke, whatever it was. Make fun of myself, whatever it is. Or like my kitchen bitch character that I made.
KV,
Have somebody in the kitchen making himself look like a fool. Something to get yourself going. Once you get your profile built big enough, like TNF can do it, I can do it. Put your face on camera with something, people will watch.
And that's a freaking gem right there, because that's how I honestly started gaining traction with my skits. At first, I'm like, the first couple of seconds are the most important part.
Yep.
So I started adding crazy parts just in the beginning and the intro before flowing into the actual skit, and that helped me grow.
Your skits are perfect, dude.
That helped me grow tremendously.
Your captions too, though.
Oh, the captions and like the POV at the very beginning, that's brilliant. Like POV Jim Bro going to do chest day. Mm-hmm. Every Jim Bro who loves chest day now goes, wait, he's talking about me. What are we talking about here?
I actually had a video that pop off with leg day. I did POV that one Jim Bro that prefers leg day over chest day.
Oh my God. It was a video
As a
straight shooting
masochist?
at me. It was straight shooting at me. Because I hit legs 3 times a week. Leg day is my absolute favorite day. Literally straight shots at me, by the way.
I started the video acting a little sus, and then everybody was like, bro, it builds testosterone, bro. Like,
I got so offended. I commented in there. I got tagged in that video. I was like,
Hey, guess what? That was engagement for his video.
hey, it really was.
Another trick, guys. Offend somebody. Piss somebody off. Say
Oh
something
my
wrong.
God. What happened last week?
bro, just throwing gems out of here, bro.
Dude, like, you want to piss somebody off? Say Reese's Pieces, like I say it. Everybody will comment going, what did you just say?
That just made me
I
so
noticed that the other day too. I was like,
Reese's Pieces.
So,
Ooh.
I know Nico, Andes, you know this?
Yeah.
I've made videos where I title the videos like POV Gym Bros before taking creatine versus after.
Yeah.
And then it pisses a lot of people off when I say, oh, I'm just a weak little boy. I can only bench 225. Like, people are like, bro, 225 is like
my goal.
the goal.
That's my goal right now, dude.
Population can do that.
Yeah. I get at least, like, I think I got at least 100 comments strictly on the 225
Dude,
part.
it's rage bait.
Well,
Like, you guys want, like, Jim, you want to know, like, who the god of rage bait is that will teach you this? Go to Joel. Go to TNF.
oh, yeah.
Like, TNF is the ultimate when it comes to rage bait, piss people off, get engagement. I love that guy.
he rage baits in real life though.
Oh,
Because
hell yeah, he does. That
because-
guy's like my brother, dude. Yeah.
he was in I posted a video where he was hating on the goblet squat.
Yeah.
And the guy who was commenting was like, I'm a Division I college coach. And he literally replied back to that guy. He's like, I know more than Division I college coaches. I was like, what is going
Here's
on?
the funny thing, though. He actually probably does.
He does specifically
He is one of
about
the
this.
smartest people I've ever met on the social media sphere who can actually back up everything he says. Like, he is one of the smartest dudes on the internet. Yeah.
Like I'll just say hi to Joel. He'll be like, "Oh, like how's diet going?" And I'll give him something I'm struggling with. He gives me an absolute banger solution, like right away. Like he doesn't have to look anything up at all. He just knows right away. Like I
know.
Probably like the best little bit of info he gave me was like I was telling him I was struggling to sleep when I was like really really deep into a deficit. And he was like, just have some fats before you go to sleep. Maybe 2 or 3 eggs, some full-fat cheese in there.
And that's
blah, blah, blah.
satiety, too. It stays in your stomach and digest longer.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then literally I tried that same night. I had the best night of sleep I had in like a month.
I mean, in 3 years of doing this, like, I don't want to like flip my own feathers. I'm a pretty smart guy. Like, I've been in business. Like, I'm fairly intelligent, but I've learned a ton when it comes to health and fitness. Every time I talk to that guy, I learned something new. We had a 30-minute conversation last night at my house, and he was telling me about like how like you got ghrelin and you have leptin. Ghrelin is what tells you you're hungry. Leptin is what tells you you're full. You can never really increase leptin. Like, leptin only really increases when you gain weight. Like, when you gain weight and body fat, your body will naturally generate more leptin until you're full. But then some people have a natural reduction in or a natural resistance to leptin, where when they gain weight, their body doesn't say, "Hey, you're full. Stop eating." People like me, aka fat fucks who like to eat a lot of food.
Yeah.
No, every time I talk to that guy, I learn something new.
Yeah. Before we move on, I just kind of want to bring up the little rage bait, right? Last week on the pod, with a very straight face, we were talking about Mikey tearing his pec from Trent Twins, right?
Heartbreaking.
And I go, People compare me and the Trend Twins a lot, and I remember when I first started lifting, I would try to max out every 3 days, like just straight face, and I went into an injury that I got. The video was like our best performing video from last week's pod.
Video over 10K.
No, it was our second,
No,
second video over 10K.
We have one at 60.
Yeah.
Dude, we should, at some point in time in this podcast, we should just try to think of like the most outlandish thing we can
Oh,
say.
just wait till C-Bone comes up.
Well, I was gonna say, like, you guys do know that, like, I'm gonna be Mr. Olympia.
Oh,
next year,
yeah.
right? Like,
Oh,
C-Bum's retired. I can actually take my title as Mr. Olympia. Like, if anybody wants to try to step up to me and take me on Mr. Olympia, good luck, buddy. Like, I'm bringing you down. Like, there's
You
no way
honestly
you're
should have beat him last year.
I really should have. Like, I mean, I think they gave it to him just because they felt bad for him. Like, hey, you know, you've had it 4 times. Sure, we'll give it to you 5. I stepped out this year so he could have his 6 because he's
It's a
such a good
send-off.
guy. Like, but no, it's mine next year, guys. Like, good luck beating me. It's what it is. It is, you know, you cry yourself to sleep. Okay.
Former for Olympia, former president. What else? What else can we petition former? to
Prime
be?
Minister of England, bro. Like,
I was not ready for that.
like we can do wherever you need me. Like, I'm here to fill in the gaps, okay?
So you waited specifically for after your first cut before you started the content?
Yes, I did not document it at all. I really wish I would have, because honestly, the fitness platform was never the plan. Never was. But I lost the weight and was like, okay, I'm comfortable with my body. I'm happy with how I look. I can get on camera now.
Would you say you took any breaks, first starting out, or did you kind of keep it pretty consistent
When like with the weight loss or with content?
with content?
Content consistent. Like, you ever want to make it on social media, you got to be consistent. Like, as soon as I started posting, I never stopped. I think I've had, I missed the rare day occasionally, like quote unquote call it like a day off kind of thing. Like, I think maybe once a month or once every other month I'll not post for 1 day. Oh
Wow.
boy, I took one afternoon off. But I'm always thinking of content, brainstorming content, filming content, editing content. That always takes the freaking longest, just editing it constantly. But once I started, I never stopped because I knew it's like, if I'm going to do it, I have to put an obscene amount of work into it to get any kind of return, because how often can people actually say content creation is their job? If you want to actually do it,
It's a blessing.
it's a blessing,
Yeah.
but it's also a curse. You and me had this conversation before, Nico, on a video. I have no 401k. I have no W-2. I have no health insurance. I will next year, hopefully, fingers crossed, once open enrollment comes. Please don't take my money away. But it's a massive risk. It's a massive, massive risk that you got to put everything into. I haven't had a weekend. I took a vacation for the first time in 6 years about a month ago. But outside of that, you don't get weekends, dude. You're working every day, all day. That's what it is.
Yeah.
What this is one thing I do love about it though. You do get paid 7 days out the week.
You do.
That's
You
one
do.
thing I love about it. You could be chilling, you just post your video. I usually already have my videos out for the weekend. I'll just post them. And it is nice to get 7 days out the week, paid.
The other nice part about it too is you choose when you work. Like, for
yeah.
example, this week, what is today? Monday. So Friday, I filmed 7 videos. Saturday, I edited 5 of those. Sunday, I edited 2 of those. So as of today, I have videos for the next 6 days. If I needed to take a day off to do some business work, like whether it's the cookbook or like getting my certificates for coaching that's coming out soon, I would do that. But I needed to make more content. I needed to come and do the podcast too. So it's kind of like a give and take. If you choose when and how you work, but you better have good time management skills, because if you don't, you're going to fail.
You give me the vibe of very, very on top of your schedule. Like you are down to a T. I wanted to ask you, do you ever struggle creatively? Like, do you ever think like, okay, I need to film a video, but what can I film a video about?
Yeah, a lot.
And how do you get over that block? Totally not asking for personal reasons.
No, I got you. I'm very lucky in the sense that 80 to 70% of my content is formulaic. It's a review. So I got to find a hot product. I got to find something good. So half the time it's not necessarily like I got to be creative and think of something funny. I can just find a product that's hot. Example, I have the Lunchly Lunchables in my fridge right now. I'm filming those tomorrow.
You finally got them.
I finally
my
found them.
God.
I've been looking for it.
I'm filming, if you want to find them, they're at the Kroger's. Look at Kroger nearby. They have them in stock now. I've got the pizza and the nacho one. But it's a hot product that people have been begging me to review. So it was like, boom, there's content right there. I have been in a rut with reviews lately, though, because, guys, I'm getting tired of saying cost, macros, taste. Like, you can only do the same video so many times before people get bored of it and you get bored of it. So in the last few days, I've done a couple of reviews, like our reactions. Like I did the Protein Mormon Coke yesterday. Pretty good video.
Yep.
2 days ago, I made a video calling out these cortisol scripts that were just ungod. They are all word for word the same thing and selling straight up lies. I was like, all right, let's call some shit out. People like that. So it's whenever I try something new, almost broke on microphone there. Whenever trying something new, if people like it, okay, I'm going to do more of that. That cortisol video did good enough that now I'm going to start looking for videos of people saying some bullshit and go, all right, let's tear these a-holes a new one, basically. So then also I do my recipes too. Like half my business right now is the cookbook. Like I make a cookbook, I have a value and a lifetime edition, but I'm adding recipes to that new cookbook all the time. So while the videos might not go viral, I can take my current customers and say, hey guys, thank you for buying the lifetime cookbook. Here's a new recipe. We'll make the video, get it put out. It's in the cookbook, and I add it to that. So
That's fire. And I love your most recent recipe, having to go off of the, not having to, but like tailing
Michael?
off of the beef with Michael.
Yep.
The beef with Michael. You know?
you mean the fish with Michael?
There you go. You had y'all had everybody and their mom was trying out a fish fillet.
We did.
McDonald's.
We should have bought stock in McDonald's.
If I'm
that
being
week,
real,
bro.
I did try it
I
too.
tried it.
Everybody tried to
It was
fillet a fish
terrible.
that week,
Bro,
dude.
I
I should have
I
bought
couldn't
stock.
do it.
I tried what is it, 400 calories for one of those garbage things?
It's like 450, like
Oh my
16
God.
grams of protein.
I
It's
was
like
so mad.
So really quick, I need everybody's rating on the fillet of fish right now.
It's like a 6.
Respectful.
I give it a 5.
Nico.
No, it's,
Nico's like, I don't want to say the 10 that I love
didn't
it.
eat one. I was one of the few who just I can't get into it. I
Dude,
couldn't
don't.
get into
It's
it.
not.
You've never tried it before though?
I did not try
It's
it.
not good.
I will say I considered trying it, but I was like,
You knew what it was.
no.
You could see through it.
I could see through
see
it.
through those lies.
Which
Michael
one
Wheeler.
was the best fish fillet though?
Oh, probably Checkers, dude. Like Checkers had like.
Checkers.
I haven't heard of Checkers in years.
Or no, I'm sorry, not Checkers, not Checkers. Captain D's. Captain D's had the best one.
Pause.
Captain's what?
These nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
No, it
that
was-
actually a place? I've never heard of that place.
yeah, Captain D's. Look them up. I had to drive 45 minutes for it.
Huh.
Dang, for a fish
Hey,
sandwich?
you do what you got to do for the content, boys. You do what you got to do. Okay. But no, it's a big
Dedication.
fish sandwich. It was delicious. It was fantastic. I loved it.
So, speaking about your dedication to content and things like that, there's two conversations I'll never forget. Well, one is something you said in passing, but one actual conversation is, regarding the memes that you put in your videos. You have the perfect memes for every situation. So I asked, like, how the hell do you do that? And you told me you spend hours looking for
Hours.
these memes. Like,
That's why I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Like if you guys have noticed in the last 3 months, I stopped doing memes. Like if I can think of one, I'll put it in there. But I like for a simple review, a 60-second review of a product that would maybe get 30,000 views sometimes. I'd spend 5 hours looking for memes and thinking of a script.
insane.
Before I could even open the package and take a bite out of it, I had to think, what am I going to say? Like it would be like a peppermint protein bar. I'd be like, what the fuck can I say on this kind of thing? And right now I'm sitting here thinking peppermint patty is the first thing that popped into my head as I just said that. Like I'm just pulling this out of my butt right now. So I would go to YouTube or go to Google and look up peppermint patty funny and like look for videos like revolving peppermint patty that are funny and like try to find something and go, no. And I would go through hundreds of videos sometimes.
Wow.
And then I would find something that would be somewhat humorous and then go, okay, what can I say to play off that meme or have it play back to me?
Oh, wow.
I did that
Wow.
over. I scripted a lot of my early reviews. Now I can just be me, be genuine, give a review, say a tiny dick joke, and I'm good to go. Like
I
I'm
feel
good.
like it does better.
It
like
does better
that.
now.
Yeah.
Because back like when I first started doing it, it was good because I could think of all the famous memes, like like the Starsky and Hutch, do it. That was my first
Yep.
meme I ever used because everybody told me to do the Bear Bell cookies and cream. Everybody's saying do it. That was the first one I did. So I was like, man, people love that. I got to keep doing that. I was so scared to stop doing that because once you get to the dance, you don't want to quit doing what got you to the dance.
right.
So when I finally said, I'm going to try some videos without it, they performed better. They weren't as forced. They weren't as scripted. People were there for me, not the memes. Because that's why I quit doing the memes. Because if people were coming to my page for the memes, the second I run out of memes, they don't want to watch me no more. So it's like, they got to be there for me, not the product, not the memes. But yeah, no, it hours and hours of searching for those memes.
And honestly, I have like a similar experience. I started the first time I blew up off of POV, it's leg day videos.
Yep.
I did like a part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, part 7. I think I did like 20 parts.
Dang.
And then I'm like, I just can't do this anymore. They were doing good. They were performing well, but I'm like, I was scared to move on to something else. I didn't want the numbers to go down. So
Yep.
I'm like, let me try something new. And it did well again. I'm like, okay, people are actually, just want to watch you.
Yep.
Not just that little
And
thing.
I left this comment on your video before, Easy, because I know we all hit ruts. We all hit trouble
Yeah.
sometimes. You guys have to make the content that you want to make. If you're making content that you're not having fun doing, go get a regular job. Because if you're not having fun doing this, if you're not enjoying it, it's going to show on the camera. You're going to feel like shit. And you're going to look at the views and go, oh my God, my views are dropping. What am I going to do? If you're not having fun doing it, why are you doing it?
Yeah, so that's kind of like the dilemma I'm in right now, right? Because I still enjoy doing like the gym vlog kind of content.
Yeah.
What I don't enjoy is trying to force the humor, which was what put me on the map for the gym vlogs in the first place. Like my 3-pin videos are all gym vlogs, and they're all basically just me being goofy on camera, either with like a workout partner just by myself, right? And I feel like I just can't produce that no more without it being forced, you know? And I'm struggling to like find that adaptation to where I can switch to either something else, or I really don't know. And now, like back then, I used to be scared to record a video off of my phone because I thought it wouldn't be good. And
Yeah.
now the videos I record off of my phone do better than my actual like camera setup, vlog.
Oh, you actually just spoke to my heart right there. I'm still terrified to do like those little handheld
Yeah.
videos. Like I still use my camera on a tripod in my kitchen with the lights and everything like that.
Yeah.
If I do like a TNF style video, nobody's gonna watch that shit.
Yeah.
That's what I still tell myself to this day.
Never used the camera before. Only on like one skit, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's insane.
We all, and that's the thing too, is we all have our own styles. You gotta find your own style. You know, vibe with what works for you, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I did try it. It did do pretty decent. I think it had over like 15K, 20K views, which it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Was that the long one that you did with Four Boys? Yeah, I remember that one. I love that one, bro.
I
ain't
thought it
gonna
was
lie.
really well. I thought it was one of my best skits, but it didn't perform as well. It just
Dude, that's the most heartbreaking thing. Is like there's videos where I have worked hours on it. Like hours and hours and hours and hours. I made it like I edited it for like 10 hours to make it like the most nicest, dialed in, tightest video. I look at that video and go, that's a fucking masterpiece. That's 1 million views right there. Yeah, 10K views. Maybe. Like, I mean, it's painful when you put that much effort. And then, like, a video I did for Helix. I did a shot video one time for Helix. And I opened my... That's a cell phone video I did. I opened the page and was like, what does a guy who reviews a bunch of protein powder review these things with? A literal wall of Helixes. Get it for 40% in the link down below. 2.5 million views.
oh my gosh.
I'm like, fuck you, TikTok. Like, can you notice what ones I put the work into
Yeah.
and not the cheap, easy ones? Like...
Yeah,
Yeah.
my best performing video couldn't have any worse quality. It's at like 850K views. It was a shot video.
Yeah.
I made a Ninja Creamy real quick, and it blew up for multiple reasons, but it looked sus. You'll have to go see the video. But
He said sus. I'm in.
dude,
All right.
dude, people were commenting like, the video should not have gone viral, and it did. And honestly, ever since that day, it did change my tune on like, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yep.
And so like, yeah, from that day, I just kept like posting consistently, and I honestly need to get back to the Nico who was posting those videos. But back to your point, like, you never know what's gonna blow up.
Never. Michael, Higher Up Wellness, love the guy. Dude's like a brother to me. It's almost like every video you put is a lottery ticket. Like, post consistently, post a ton of videos because you might have one pop off, i.e. my Costco video. That one video changed my life because I found, and when you have something hit, when you have a video actually hit, you got to look at yourself and go, why did that hit? Recreate it, do it over and over again until people get sick of it, then reformulate it and tweak it. And you're good to go.
Dang, reformulate the video. Yeah.
Reformer, Lié?
Oh! Motherfucking poet over here.
How long into your content journey before that video happened?
About September, October, November, December, about 5 months.
5
wow.
months.
5 months.
5 months.
You were consistent throughout those 5 months before that first blow up video.
Yeah. Yeah, and then also
Wow.
once that video blew up, I took all my old videos and said, hide those. I didn't want people to come see my new video and then look at my old videos and go, oh, this guy sucks, unfollow him. Like, I got rid of all my old shit except on YouTube. If you want to see how bad the early journey was,
Oh,
You gotta go
dang.
to YouTube.
Hey, new YouTube video idea for us. Reacting to Former's old
dude, you get ready to
YouTube
cringe. Get ready to cringe, bro. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
So you started reviewing stuff, and then came the infamous ranking system. How'd you come up with your CTP scale and all the ranking system?
It's this crazy thing that I don't think companies do enough nowadays, and it drives me insane. All companies don't do this shit. Please, anybody out there who's with a company, start doing this. It's called market research, okay? Look at what's out there. Look at every protein bar out there. Look at the cheapest product, or, protein bar, protein powder, energy drink, and I found the cheapest possible product. Then I found the most expensive product that I could find, and that was a 10 was the cheapest, and a 1 was the most expensive. Then I just took the mathematics between those, and I just did even pricing jumps from 1 to 10. For example, protein bar $1 is a 10 out of 10. If you get $3, you're a 2 out of 10, because anything above a $3 is considered a 1 out of 10, i.e. the David bar. I'm calling you guys out. And then just from that $1 to $3 bracket, because you got your, I'm not going to make $10 a 1 out of 10 because you don't have a $10 protein bar. So you take the ends of the market and then you just divide your brackets in between it. When it comes to macros is the interesting one. Every product's different. Like protein powder, strictly done on the calorie to protein ratio. That's the only thing you're looking for on protein. If you have a 5 on the CTP, that's about average. It's an 8. It's a really, really good score is an 8. If you had, and like 4 is a perfect score on the CTP because every calorie, or every gram of protein is 4 calories. If you have a 4, you're a 10. Like, you just can't get better than that. When it comes to protein bars, the one most people ask me about, I look at 3 factors. I look at CTP, calorie to protein ratio, fiber, and sugar. Those are all weighted differently. CTP is weighted the heaviest. Fiber is rated the second heaviest, and sugar is just kind of like a tiebreaker, basically. Like, sugar is not inherently evil. Some people are like, "Why are you rating sugar?" Because it's a tiebreaker. Shut up. And I did the same thing I did with the cost. I looked at every bar on the market, and so for like CTP, if I remember it correctly in my head, I think 8, a Built bar at a CTP is the best. That's a 10. Anything 8 or better is a 10. The worst one I have is like at a 25. That's a 1. So then it's everything between 8 and 25 is even brackets, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it will kind of break in the middle. Then on fiber, same kind of concept. 10 is a 10. I believe it is. I have this all in a spreadsheet back at my house because I don't have it memorized because I'm not a fucking genius.
Seems like it.
Well, I'm sometimes I have my moments. I also have my I won't say that word. I have my stupid moments. I almost said the R word.
Nico says it all the time, and a bunch of.
All right, cool. I'm retarded, guys. Anyway, fiber, I think 10 is at a high point, 0 is at a 0, and it just even brackets between. I think maybe 15. Actually, no, it's a 15 because a no cow has 15 grams of fiber. That's a 10.
Yeah,
I know, but it tastes like balls. So
yeah. Oh my god.
Then added grams of sugar, same kind of concept. I think 15 grams of sugar is a 0, and then 0 grams of sugar is a 10. But then I'll take those numbers, I have them 1 through 10, and those individual factors, I'll add them together and average it, and then I'll take that number up if it's really good on the CTP and fiber, or if it's really bad on the CTP, I'll take that number down. So it is a subjective rating, but it's based on actual statistics.
Wow. So you really have this broken down to like a T, right?
I really do. Like, I don't blow smoke. Like, I'm not just sitting here going.
That is wild.
I'm not one of those guys that goes to review a product and go, that's a 7.2543, acting like they're the smartest person in the world, but they don't have any factual information behind it or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you said spreadsheet, I'm like, we're in a whole different game here.
I worked in corporate America for 9 years.
Again,
so it's
back to the intro, one of the most respected like reviewers on the platforms, because he takes something most people would just be like, oh, that's a 7, oh, that's an 8, oh, he has it broken down to a T. Whatever he gives you is going to be basically a fact, right?
Now I'm going to cry if he's saying it like that. Like, on yes, except for taste.
Yeah.
The most subjective thing I rate is taste, which ironically is the thing most people care about, is the taste. So
with the protein reviews, where did the cake come into play? How'd you get the idea to start baking
absolutely.
the cakes?
Protein powder is always the hardest one to review because if you guys don't know, I do a shake and a bake score. I do the shake rating, I do a bake score, because through my weight loss, guys, I didn't use protein shakes. I didn't use anything like a protein shake. I made cakes. I made brownies.
Nice.
I made protein dessert. That's why when I started on fitness and social media, it was in food and in making macro-friendly recipes because I wanted my sweet treat. I'm doing girl math over here. I want my sweet treat at the end of the night. Okay. So I made cakes. I made cheesecakes. I made protein fruit cups. I made apple fritters. I made banana bread.
I would
on
love
my
to be your
cookbook,
wife.
by the way. Buy the cookbook.
Buy the cookbook.
By the cookbook.
But I learned so much about protein powders during that point in time. I tried to do it with Gold Standard and Optimum Nutrition. Guess what? Dried out. It's a straight whey protein powder. It dries out. It turns into a brick. I'm going to call you El Chapo because you're not making a cake. You're making a brick. And the taste is just horrible. You get something like P Science, a whey casein blend, that actually absorbs more moisture and it doesn't dry out as quick when you go to heat it up. Every protein powder behaves differently when you put it under heat. Some dry out very quickly. Some don't have enough binders to actually hold their integrity together. Some do a perfect job. Like P Science is the best whey casein on the market. I will always say that. If you want to make a cake, go buy some P Science. Code NARC, love you NARC. Like always use code NARC for that.
I've always heard that universal too. Like the best whey casing is like renowned to be P Science.
Yeah, right? P Science. Black Magic's pretty good too.
I've never tried them though.
Black Magic. Oh, dude, try them. Like, guys.
I tried Black Magic. Just
get chocolate truffle P Science and make my chocolate cake. My BBC, you'll enjoy it. And then get Black Magic honey grams and then bake something with that, like whether my protein waffle recipe or something like that. They retain more moisture, they have a fluffier integrity, and it actually turns out like an actual cake. That's where it was like, if I'm going to review a protein powder, I'm going to take it deeper than just going sip, 5, done, fuck off. It's going to be, here's the shake, here's the cake, let's do this in depth. Because if you're going to make it on social media, you're going to do anything in life, I always say, do it right. Do it the best way. Do it to the best of your abilities. And I always knew, like, okay, if I'm going to do something like this, reviews weren't the plan, but how can I make it better than everybody else? How can I separate myself from everybody else?
Yeah, because you see all over all over social media. Oh, this is a 7. This is a 6. This is a 5. This is a...
Yep.
When I first watched a protein review and then I saw you slide the plate, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Like when I saw the cake, it threw me off. I was like, "That is really interesting."
Here's the funny thing, though. That cake is what I call my basic bitch cake. It doesn't taste that good. It is literally a protein cake designed to test protein powders. Like, it's not. If you came to me and said, "Hey, Former, what protein dessert should I make?" The last one I'm telling you is the basic bitch cake. That is just to test proteins. Go make my chocolate cake. Go make my cheesecake. Go make my apple fritters. Go make my banana bread. Those are good recipes to make with protein powder. That basic B cake is like, tastes like protein powder. Oh boy. Like, but it tells me, that's why I make it the same way every time. How good does it do relative to other protein powders? It's why I do my shake and my bakes the same way every review, so everything's consistent. It's like a science experiment. If your variables remain the same, then you only have one thing that's an actual variable. That is the protein powder.
How frustrated do you get from the comments on every video? I'm assuming you get regarding how do you make the cake, or what does CTP stand for?
I used to hate it. Now I love it because you know what my reply to it is every time right now?
In the plate.
It's in the cookbook.
Oh, in the cookbook.
It's in the cookbook.
Oh, okay.
I worked on that cookbook for 1.5 years and it's finally done. And one of the things in there is the basic bee cake. I'm like, it's in the cookbook, but I have way better desserts in there. So
Interesting.
So,
Should we bring it up now?
well, I mean, you already brought it up a little bit. You were
All right.
talking about protein bar reviews. Let's talk about one of your favorite protein bars,
oh, I know where this is going.
the Jacob bar.
Oh, that's my second favorite protein bar. Because I know you guys are thinking about the other one. I'm thinking
we'll
about.
get to it.
Oh,
We'll
we'll
get to
get
that
to
one.
it. We'll save the best for last.
So Jacob bar. What do you want? Why don't you give me some kind of lead into it?
Why don't you just, for those of the people who don't know, tell us your beef with the Jacob bar.
I don't have genuine beef with the Jacob Bar company. The other company we're going to talk about, I'll bury them 6 feet under the ground. Jacob Bar, he's a kid. Jacob, if you see this video, I don't know if you will, you just overreacted wrong. I hope it's a lesson for you in business. He has an overpriced product. It's a $5 protein bar that's hyped up on being these really, really clean ingredients. The macros on it weren't horrible. I mean, I think it was like a 13 on the CTP. It's respectable. It beats some protein bars out there. But the taste was basically a bland puck of nothingness. So as a reviewer, I don't give a crap about clean ingredients. Not my thing, not my style. You sent it to me knowing that I'm not a clean ingredient guy. I take a bite and go, that's yummy, or that's yucky. Okay, that's my thing. Okay, a $5 protein bar. Like, look at my, how do you know a guy whose tagline is cost, macros, taste, and you send him a $5 protein bar that tastes like ass and then get upset at the review?
Yeah.
And then make a reaction video saying, if your diet is garbage or your diet is trash, then yeah, you're not going to like these things. Well, if my diet is garbage and trash, you should know who you're sending this to. Why did you send it to me? And the funny thing is his reaction isn't what made it viral. It was other people's response to his reaction that made it viral. And me and my fiance are just sitting here watching response after response after response. And I look at her, I go, honey, I think I need to respond to this guy now, actually. And my response is what, like, yeah, people were like, yeah, this kid done fucked up. He's just a young kid, though. He just did no business.
Hopefully he learned.
Jacob, I think you learned. If you learned this, dude, like, I wasn't trying to hurt you. Like, I even said in my video, like, bro, I'm not trying to give you criticism or hurt your feelings. If you think I'm doing that, look at Protein Buck, Carnivore Bar, Heart and Soil. Like, those are companies I want and will happily tear down to nothing. I wasn't trying to do that with you. I was just giving honest feedback, bro.
Yeah. Speaking of your favorite protein bars.
Yeah, those fuckers. Yeah,
I know
Carnivore
there's this one protein bar that is your favorite of all time, actually. We were just talking about it the other day. The Carnivore Bar.
Yeah.
Tell us about your beef with the Carnivore Bar.
First off, they're a cult.
You're still beefing with?
Oh, Thumb?
Yeah.
I would beef with him, but he can't actually formulate a response back to anybody. Like when TNF made a video on him like 3 days ago, he made a video response going, I can't formulate a thought. Did you know the FDA collects fees from companies that they provide a service to? No shit, Sherlock. It's called a service. This is America. We're a capitalist society. You have to actually get profitable somehow. No, so it was anybody who doesn't know, Carnivore Bar, $16 pemmican bar. I threw it in the protein bar review playlist because, like I said in another video, I don't have a performative cult food bar playlist to throw it in. My apologies. It is the second to worst product I have ever tasted in my life. I genuinely had to spit it out because it tasted like coagulated lard. It's $16, and the macros on it are literal ass. I don't care if it's fat, if it's a survival food or a carnivore lifestyle food. Your macros suck. When 80% of your calories are coming from fat, that is not a healthy diet. End of story. So then I was on the way from Houston to Dallas when my fiance Bella, she's in the seat next to me, passenger, and she pulls up his reaction video to me. And I'm like, wait, what? So we're listening to this on the way from Houston to Dallas. So I had to actually film my response to him, which I happily destroyed him, and her mom's dining room table with her and her mom standing there watching me make the video.
Look at my son-in-law.
Oh, she was proud of me for that one. I'm pretty sure she was. I think there's sometimes Bella's mom, Sonia, if you're seeing this, I love you so much. She probably listens to me and goes, God, what did my daughter get into half the time? But I'm pretty sure most of the time she likes me. I hope so, Sonia. Anyway, but yeah, their beef with me was they called me retarded in their comment section. They said that I have a garbage diet, that I work for, I think they said it was Big Seed Oil is who I get money from.
Wow.
If anybody wants to tell me where my Big Seed Oil check is, by the way, I need to cash that thing if somebody can tell me where that
They
thing's
actually
at.
dropped it off at my house. I'll bring it to you next
All
time.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you on that.
As you can tell, I'm an avid seed oil consumer.
Oh yeah.
But the funny thing was the car. Oh, he also. He said, I'm the kind of guy who walks into a Mercedes-Benz dealership and said you can get a Hyundai Sonata at the price of like
Oh my
1/3
God.
of their cars or something like that. He basically just started doing a bunch of ad hominem attacks, and all of his defense of the Carnivore Bar were stupid. He's like, did you know that shipping was $5, but it's actually free shipping? Cool. So it's an $11 bar? Good job, dumbass. The man cannot formulate an argument or a response, and when your argument is about as deep as eat meat, congratulations, it's 2024. I'm not judging your sexuality, but get after it, bro. Like, you do you, boo-boo. So, I could rant on those guys, but I'll stop there.
It was pretty much back to back, right? From the Jacob
Bar and Carnivore Bar happened in the same week and a half.
Yeah.
And it actually led to enough drama and hype that I got Robert Irving to react to one of my Fit Crunch videos.
That is wild.
I fangirled so hard when I saw a video of Robert Irving stitching me, and I squealed. Like, Bella was on the couch. She thought something was wrong. Because, I straight up just like, oh my God, like high-pitched squeal,
Oh my
tapping the
gosh.
feet in the kitchen. Like, he responded. I felt like a 15-year-old girl whose crush just asked her to homecoming or something like that.
Well, for that week and a half, everything regarding Jacob, Tyler, and Thumb Thumb was my For You page, literally.
I was the dominance of the For You page for about a week and a half.
And even like TNF got his licks in there too.
Oh,
And-
TNF, Mr. Big Chops.
Big Chops was somebody I mentioned last
Scientific Stitches, boyfriend Jackson did it.
Yep.
I'm sure over 100 responses.
Oh, I guarantee. And I love the comments on my reaction video and my original review video of like, I saw all the responses before I saw the original review. And everyone's like, you were so respectful in your original review.
Yeah,
Why did you
so,
react to this? Because, guys, I was pretty fucking respectful. I was just like, guys, it's not worth $5 is all I said.
Yeah, I don't get the hate either, especially because like you just broke down how you rate things. Like
Yeah.
you're not pulling it out of your ass, and you're not hating, to say the least.
You don't have an agenda.
Unless you're
against
Thumb. Then fuck you.
So Jacob Bar kind of warmed you up for this little
I was ready.
battle, yeah.
I was
It was
ready.
a good little sparring session, you know.
And ever since then, Bella's like, all right, we're done doing the drama. She's my PR. Bella's PR, HR, the COO. She keeps me in check. And she's like, Tyler, we're done doing drama, okay?
Sort of like foreplay. That is wild.
So I was gonna ask, whenever you see these dramas kind of like drive views essentially, and you become the For You page for like a week and a half, is there any part of you that feels like maybe if I take a more negative approach to these reviews, that like you want to do that more, or are you still based like, no, I am going to stick to my gun?
There's a point I always have. This could actually even be an interesting conversation about the logo above our head. I have thought about doing things for views many a times in my life, like in the last year and a half, 2 years. This is my business. Whether it's views, it drives business. It drives people to come to your page. I will never lie. I will never skew one thing one way or another. I need to be able to sleep at night. Whether it's saying Jacob Bar, Carnivore Bar suck, whether it's our own sponsors, EchoVision, when they put out a product that I don't approve of, that I don't like, that I think is horrible, guess who's going to be the first person to dog on it? This guy. Never gonna lie. Never gonna do anything for reviews. I'm not gonna glaze something for a sale. I'm not gonna say something is ass just for the sake of views. Unfortunately, my negative reviews, Heart and Soil, Carnivore Bar, Jacob Bar, those do tend to drive more views. So, when I go to try a product, sure, in the back of my head, I go, come on, taste like ass. Come on, taste like ass.
That's real right there. Oh my gosh.
But I'm never going to be like, oh, this is horrible. Go off camera, take 3 more bites real quick. This sucks dick. Take 3 more bites, put it off camera real quick. I'm not going to do that. If you're going to be on the internet, who you are as a person will shine through. Everybody will see through any bullshit you do. If you're coming out here glazing something just for sales, like if you're out here going, like for me myself, this EchoVision energy can's the best thing on planet Earth. It is my personal favorite flavor, but if I'm just sitting here glazing for no reason, people are going to see through that. Like if you're doing that with a bad product, they'll buy from you, go, that guy's a liar,
Never buy from
unfollow.
me.
Yes.
I try and keep it the same way on my lives too, because people will come on my lives and say, "Hey, what do you use behind you?" I said, "I'm only showing y'all stuff that I use. I use everything behind me. Sure, not every protein flavor every single day, but I'll show them the stuff that's like on the bottom shelf that's not linked below, that I'm not showing, that I don't even know about.
Yep.
So that I can kind of give them an idea. I'm not trying to sell every single thing under the sun. There is a big ass shelf behind me.
Oh yeah.
But we're not trying to sell each and every single product.
Yep. You have your wheelhouse. You have your products that hit that you
Right.
use personally that you can stand behind.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have to ask.
Yeah.
You did say the Carnivore Bar was the second worst tasting product. What is the worst?
Heart and Soil. Heart and Soil. Paul Saladino's protein powder. It was my
I don't think
collab.
I've ever heard of this.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen this video or anything.
Do you know Paul Saladino?
No.
It was a collab I did with Liam the Plant Slant.
Really?
Yeah, I got 1.7 million views on it.
But y'all filmed in different areas, right?
Yeah, it's like the same style collab that I did with Michael for the
Yeah,
higher up
okay,
film.
okay.
It's me on camera with Liam up there. We talk back and forth, or I just make him like the actual screen of
Okay.
it and we go back and forth. Like he gave me the cost rating because I was like, hey man, it costs this much. I need you to say this. We both knew Paul Saladino's protein was gonna. When your protein is made of bovine trachea, does anybody here think it's gonna taste good?
Isn't this a trachea?
It's made of chicken neck.
Ah.
Yeah, it is. I think that's what bovine is. I could be totally wrong on that.
No, that has potential.
I vomited. I damn near vomited. I shouldn't say I actually did. I was really close. And in that video, I walk off screen like spitting it out, going to get a soda because it was that damn bad. And you can hear Bella laughing at me in the background. Like it was the most disgusting thing on planet Earth.
How was the cake?
I didn't make the cake.
No, actually.
It was so bad. I was like, I am not wasting my time to make a cake. Also because I actually did bake the cake. By the time I went to go edit the video, it was already 3 minutes long, and I wanted it to go on Instagram to be a collab with Liam. So I had to put in a little clip of like, I'm not making the cake. We know this thing sucks. Fuck you, Paul. This thing sucks.
And how long ago was that?
It was about a month ago, maybe. It was in the
so
last.
that's recent.
I don't know why I didn't
It was
see
in the last 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could just look up former Fat Guy Fitness, Heart and Soil.
I missed this one completely, and
I was in tune with the David Bar. I was in tune with the Carnivore Bar, but
The Heart and Soil was the worst one. That was one that popped off pretty good.
Well, we've mentioned her about 10 times now, Bella. Where did she come in on this journey, on this content/fitness journey?
Don't get mad at me when I say this, honey. She hopped in my DMs.
Actually.
She actually hopped in my DMs. It was funny though. Okay, so I started popping off on TikTok early, about almost 2 years ago, basically. And what happens when you start popping off on TikTok and you're 155 lean with a 6-pack and all that good stuff?
you get a lot of
Tatiana's come out of the woodwork into
I
your
was thinking
DMs.
the same thing.
There were chicks that were hopping in like, oh my god, you're and immediately block. Like I don't care. I don't want any of that stuff. She hopped into my DMs and she said, "Have you tried the Ghost Protein Powder?" At first, think nothing of it. It's just a DM. I have no idea who this person is. I was like, no, but I plan on it. I just kind of like one of those like brush off, like, yeah, I will for sure. Like as I'm trying to go through everything that I have nowadays, I can hardly even reply to DMs. But then after that, like she sent something that I think made me laugh. I replied back to her. And then after a little bit after that, I mentioned that I was trying to do we just kind of started talking back and forth a little bit. I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about doing some streaming, like some game nights or something like that. And she's like, oh, if you want me to help, make you a Discord, just let me know. I'd be happy to help you. She made my entire Discord. Like the Discord that I have right now, she made it. She moderates it. She got everything started. Didn't get paid. Didn't get nothing. There was no romantic interest at that point in time. Well, I mean, she would say that there was romantic interest. She thought I was cute and everything because she found me on a Ninja Creamy video where my side delt was popping and I had a good smile on my face, so she thought I was cute.
Oh, you are. Sorry.
Hey, you got competition, honey. And then I did a video of a day in the life of Jackie and Riley. my 2 golden retrievers, and she left a comment on there of, I want to be the president of the Jackie and Riley fan club. And we'd been talking back and forth. She made the Discord. I was like, okay. So we continued the conversation a little bit further. It became like, calls late in the evening. We started playing Apex Legends together and things like that. So we just kind of started becoming friends. She lived in North Carolina. I lived in Oregon. There was no like, I'm going to go fly to North Carolina or fly her out to me and we're going to make this happen. It was like hey, she's cute. We're flirting. It's fun. It's that kind of a thing, but nothing's ever going to come of it. We both thought the same thing until I got a sponsorship with Flex Brands. That was my first sponsor, Flex Brands. They were based down in Dallas. They were based down in Texas. And I was like, I've been thinking about moving to Texas because Houston is a major fitness influencer hub. And I've been wanting to get out of Oregon forever. Sorry if you're from Oregon. I hate Oregon.
We all do.
I wanted to get the hell out of there. So I had a chance and I was like, I'm moving to Texas. I told her I'm moving to Texas. She's like, oh, are you kidding me? I'm moving back to Dallas to live near my mom.
Bruh.
That's insane.
I was going to look at Houston. And then when she said that, I was like, Dallas is only a 4-hour drive from Houston. What's up in Dallas? I always used to tell everybody I moved to Dallas to be near the manufacturer for Flex Brands. Bullshit lie. I moved I chose my city from Houston to Dallas strictly for Bella.
That is,
Gem.
oh my God. Oh my, that is so beautiful.
But that's the thing too, is we were very, very close. We've been talking. She's been kind of like one of the only person, like when I got my Flex Brand sponsorship, she was the only person to celebrate for me. She DoorDashed me a bottle of champagne from North Carolina. Like I don't have any family. Like I have nobody in Oregon that I was close to or anything like that. So she was the only person to celebrate. So I was already very, very, very fond of her at the point in time. It's like, I'll move to Dallas. I moved into another city about 20 minutes away from her. Like I wasn't going to move into the same apartment complex as her early on because, like, you're a stranger from North Carolina. You could murder me for all I know. But from day one, we were best friends. Like, there was, like, she left, I was miserable. I left, she was miserable. Like, we wanted to be, like, with each other all the damn time. We have all fun together. Gaming, we agree on everything. She's the funniest person I ever met. And was like, I knew within about 3 months, it was like, yeah, I think I really, really want to, like, be with this woman for a long time. Then my dad died about, do the math here, August, September, October, 3 months into dating. And if anybody saw my page, I had to enact what was called Operation Go Get Brady. My dad died. My brother has cerebral palsy. He lived out in Oregon. And I had to make a decision in a matter of 12 hours. Either I pack all my stuff back up and go back to Oregon, or I go get my brother and bring him back here. And it was at that moment I knew I was like, I got something really special here with this chick, even though it's only been 3 months. Like, I'm 30 years old. I've never had this connection with somebody in my life before, ever. Like, I've dated a lot. I'm 30 years old. But I've never had this connection. I was like, I pretty much know I want to marry this woman, i.e. we're engaged now. I made the right call. I made the right call. I enacted Operation Go Get Brady. I moved us in. Long drama story later, which we will probably leave off the podcast. We ended up together, and it was at that moment when she could have, any other woman would have turned around and like, I'm done. I'm out. This is too much for me. Like I can't handle this. She jumped in feet first. She was like, let's make it happen. Let's make it, like, let's fix it. Let's make your business work. Let's make things with Brady work. Let's make the house work. I'll take care of your dogs. She watched my dogs while I flew out to Oregon. She runs damn near everything with my business nowadays. Like, when it comes to everything in between content, Bella's there hands on completely. So it was her willingness to help me dive in when everybody else would have ran away. It was like, yeah, I got to marry this woman. So
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
thank
man.
you. Appreciate it.
Another gem. That is honestly beautiful. And congratulations on the engagement.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much.
Another little round of applause.
Appreciate you.
He is joining the crew, married.
We'll get him there. We'll get you there.
Hey, I have the girl. I just
Hey, we all
need
got
to
the
get the
rings.
ring. Exactly.
I
need to
got
get
the
ring.
silicone one for the gym. It's not the official one until I get actually married.
I need one of those, by the way.
These things are awesome.
Yeah, because my ring is all scuffed up from like the yeah.
Funny thing is, she got this for me before we even got engaged. This is what we joke around. You know that meme on TikTok, the woman you're way too close pepper spray? That's what this ring is called. She saw like women look at me at the gym, and she was like, "Hey, we need to get a ring on your hand real quick, just so they stay away from you."
I love hitting on you in your lives, and then she'll specifically reply. She'll be like, "He's mine."
She'll always fight for you. Always find a woman that'll fight for you, boys. Always.
Well, I used to comment very nice things in your comment section.
Oh, yes, you do.
Until I got a response saying, "I don't think Pookie's too fond of this."
That was a joke, brother. That
I was like, oh, okay.
I got people in my lives asking me to oil up and glute spread. I don't think she's too worried,
Would you? Okay, anyway.
We talked about the cookbook. We've talked about you being newly engaged. Tell us about that. What are your plans right now? What are you doing right now? And what can we see in the future?
Kind of
from
just like
Former?
future plans for Former.
Yep.
Well, me and Bella, we're probably going to get married October 2025. So we've got a good long engagement period with planning a wedding. Thank the Lord, good Lord above. Cookbook right now is the predominant focus on the business, because that's like where I want to help people is when it comes to food, their dieting, making sure they know that you don't have to eat chicken and rice, have a plethora of options. Like my Lifetime Cookbook also has a 20-page beginner's weight loss guide. Like if you've never tried to lose weight before, you could open that book and you'll know how to set your calories, how to set your macros, how to meal prep, how to plan your day accordingly, how to make your own macro-friendly meals. Like I use an example in there of like, let's say you love butter noodles, right? Pasta, butter, oils. Is there any protein in that, boys?
No.
No. How do we fix that? Reduce the oils down, use a light butter, add a shit ton of shrimp or chicken. Congratulations. You just made macro-friendly butter noodles just like that. So it's an example of you can take any meal you want, make it fit into your plan. It's like Liam says, have what you want, add what you need. So the cookbook.
That's a bar.
It is. I love Liam for that one. The cookbook is the main platform for the business right now, but I'm also working on my NASM certificates, the personal training certificates, the nutritional certificates, which I'm going to be point blank honest with everybody. They're a joke. I'm currently doing them. Anybody can do them. If anybody's out here bragging, I got my certificate, so did the 70-year-old grandma down the road. Everybody can get their certificate. I'm mainly doing that so people have the confidence of like, yeah, I would like you as my coach. I see the personal experience and what I've learned hands-on much more valuable than me sitting there clicking through a chapter and doing a 70-question quiz trying to get 60% on. Much more valuable. So as that guy who was big his entire life, still has issues with food, still has issues with like wanting to binge and do things like that, I think that's more relatable and more beneficial for somebody who's looking for help versus, like, no offense to any bodybuilders out there, like the big bad bodybuilders. Like many people don't want to approach them or talk to them. That's where kind of I fit into the fitness space. So cookbook and coaching is my plans moving forward. I think I mentioned before the podcast, like Dallas is probably on my future horizons. That's where Bella has her family at. It's where a lot of our friends are at, and kind of settling down and having our family there. And then just seeing where the winds take me outside of that.
Wow. So Former's leaving Houston.
I am probably leaving Houston, my friend.
Timetable on that?
Timetable depends on when we can figure out the house situation.
Oh, okay.
There's a possibility we might be able to buy a house, but it really depends on if I can get certain documentation or certain finance levels or things like that. So I really don't know. It could be December. It could be February. We're not 100% right now.
Oh, okay.
That and our lease ends at the end of December, so like that would be like the ideal time. If not, I'm gonna have to go month to month to February. So it will either be December or February, in that ballpark.
Well, luckily, I live like 2.5 hours away from Dallas. So
Are you shitting me?
yeah, I live,
You're that far away from here?
yeah, bro.
Both of us are like an hour away.
From here?
Yeah.
Then yeah. Well, that's
But
also
I
like,
literally live on the way to Dallas.
holy crap, dude.
So you'll pass by my town to get to Dallas.
Okay, well then yeah, when I get up to Dallas, we're bringing you guys all up. We're gonna have ourselves a little get
Okay.
together.
Do you want to drop the exact address and postal code that you'll be living at?
If I had it, sure, we'd have ourselves a little YouTube get together about it. But no, I think Bella would kill me for that
Yeah.
one.
The PR would go crazy.
A little bit.
Well, we've been talking about your future endeavors and things like that. You're still with Echo.
I am.
And we still got some things on the horizon there. Why don't you tell us what you got in the works with Echo specifically?
So there's two things right now. One's coming out fairly soon. It's been delayed quite a few times, so I'm not going to put a timetable on it. I've just kind of come to expect that at this point. But a new Echo Vision energy drink. My flavor is fruit punch. That should be coming out soon. The other one is, I don't know. It's a protein powder. We've been working on a protein powder kind of on the back burner for about 7 months now.
Wow.
We did apple pie. We tried 7 times and failed 7 times. We just switched to Biscoff cookie butter, trying to make that a protein powder flavor. We've tried 2 times. It was supposed to be a whey casein blend, but the last time I heard it was actually a straight casein protein, which we need to switch that to a whey casein, and the flavor's not on point. So no timetable on that whatsoever, none at all. The only one I know is for sure the My Energy drink got approved back in March, because actually Bax approved that flavor. Much love to you, buddy. Miss you as always. That should be out in the next month. Protein powder, TBD.
Well,
TBD
we
on that.
tried I tried it. Did you try it? His energy drink?
No.
I tried
Oh
the
no, I
sample.
haven't.
I didn't even want fruit punch to be my flavor. but it was so
Raspberry
good.
watermelon, right?
I wanted it to be raspberry watermelon, but the flavor was so good from fruit punch, I couldn't deny it.
Is it going to be the best flavor?
Probably.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, like,
I have not had anybody give it less than a 9.
yeah,
I had like 10 people try it.
I think I told you when I tried it. I'm not sure, but that's the best fruit punch energy drink on the market. Like,
It is.
I'm not even joking.
I don't even like fruit punch.
It's hit or miss for me, right?
It is.
It really just depends. But
Like you give me like that old Hawaiian fruit punch out of like the jug, like that's that's gas. That's gas. But like energy drinks and sodas and things like that,
They don't hit.
They don't.
Hit.
This one is I didn't want fruit punch to be my flavor. I could not deny greatness.
It just happened.
It did.
well, you aren't the only one, little bro.
Yeah.
You're not the only one. With
We talking about that mango chamoy Ecolate?
mango chamoy.
I don't think anyone knows yet.
Yeah.
Is this the announcement right here?
First
Guys,
announcement, Jose, easy. Y'all want to tell him?
Do it.
We are getting our own signature product. Hey, oh my God, let's
Yeah.
go.
Congrats, boys.
Yeah.
You guys scraped and clawed and fought for this flavor, and you actually forced it to come through. If anybody deserves this as their signature flavor, it's you boys.
You tried one of the samples, right?
I tried, I think, the second to last sample. I haven't tried the finished product yet. but
Really?
The second to last sample, all it needed was a touch more sweetness. It just needed a touch more mango,
That's all
and it
we
was
Yeah,
perfectly
that's
balanced.
literally what we added. Yeah.
I got to try it. I got to review it. I'll probably do that pretty soon for you. But guys, I think you hit it.
Thank you, man.
So now, for those of you who don't like mango chamoy, if Tyler doesn't like mango chamoy, we have 2 people specifically that we can just shit on for making a terrible product.
Hear me out.
Guys, that's a good video for me right there. Yeah.
If I'm being 100%
scared now.
transparent, I told this to all my viewers. I'm like, if I'm being honest, it doesn't really taste much like chamoy, but it's more like a good spicy mango, really. So, but it is really good.
Yeah, honestly,
For an electrolyte.
it's my personal favorite flavor from the electrolyte flavors. Now, there is a pineapple one that's coming that's
Yeah.
right up there. Like, it's probably even just a little bit better. But I was talking to the boys about this last night. Mixing the pineapple with the mango chamoy is going to be elite. It's going to be elite.
That actually sounds pretty
Because
good.
I have the pineapple satori, and I mix it with a scoop of mango chamoy, and that tastes beautiful.
Yeah.
And satori is very chalky.
Oh, very, very chocolate.
So yeah, pineapple electrolytes with mango chamoy, our signature product.
Yeah, most people that
Congratulations,
have tried it tell me it tastes more like mango tahini.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I've heard too.
Yeah.
I've heard it's either that or I've heard salsa water.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's mango tahini, and I don't want the salsa water. But from what I've tried before it was even the finished product, it's
Yeah.
better than salsa water.
And if you do pick it up, make sure you realize it is an electrolyte. It's not just an energy drink.
Yes,
right?
it's
a
going
supplement.
it's going to have a salty sodium
Yeah.
potassium taste. But here's the best part about your flavor: sweet flavors don't do the best job of covering up the sodium potassium. Spice and tart, those 2 things cover that up very, very well. So
Yeah.
I think you guys might have the best electrolyte flavor. I haven't tried it yet though.
Man, that's crazy.
We'll see
bro.
pretty soon. We'll see pretty soon.
We will.
So, all 3 of us have signature products, man. Nico. Well, you want to announce yours?
Yeah, let me announce.
Let me whip out that.
Coming soon. Anyways, on a real note, Jose, easy. Congrats on y'all's newly announced signature sup. Tyler, I can't wait for the energy drink and hopefully the protein. Honestly, congrats to y'all 3. But now I got some random questions, okay?
I like random
Just random questions for
I like,
the boys.
I like those.
And honestly, Jose, we haven't heard much from you, so I'm gonna let you start it out, and then we'll take it from there, okay? If you can make any food 0 calories, what would it be?
Any food 0 calorie? Oh my gosh, I would make a fat torta with a bunch of different things.
Do you know what a torta is?
Do you see how white I am, dude? No, I don't know what a torta is.
How can you describe
Is it like a tortilla?
No.
I told you how white I am. Come on. I know I'm.
Yeah, it's those women that Mexican guys like, right? What?
Why did we do this? No, a torta. It's essentially like a.
a big piece of bread.
Yeah.
It has a bunch of meats inside. It has you could add really whatever. Usually you put avocado in there.
Lettuce.
It kind of sounds like a club, like a sub of some kind.
It's almost like a sub. It's
That Mexican type
it's
of
a
sub.
Mexican
Okay, yeah, there we go.
sub.
Like that's white boy translation right there.
Just with a bunch more calories.
Oh yeah.
Sounds about right. Sounds about
So
right.
it's not a big Mexican woman.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Bruh.
And it's not a tortilla. Okay.
It's not a tortilla. It's some sort of tortilla.
Dude, albino. Come on, bro. Give me a break.
All right, let's go to the other side of the cultural spectrum here. Tyler, what would you make 0 calories?
Easy one for me. Donuts. All donuts.
Really?
Oh, dude, I would house 12 donuts in 2 seconds if I could. I would eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
What's your favorite donut?
Cream-filled. Giggity.
Giggity. You see, look, I could do with donuts, but I get heartburn real bad when I eat donuts.
Oh, I feel you on that. I
Yeah.
feel you on that. There's so many foods that I would say, yeah, I want to make that or 0 calorie because I want to eat all of it. Sushi would probably be my second option.
Oh, sushi's so
Really?
Like, because I can house all you can eat sushi, bro. I could eat like 5,000 calories in sushi, not be phased.
Oh, that is disgusting.
I do like sushi. My girlfriend got me into that, but I don't know if that'd be one of my go-tos for 0
Yeah.
calories.
What would it be yours then?
I honestly, dude, I'm a basic guy. Fried chicken.
Oh, I
Fried
respect
chicken.
it. I
Like
respect
a
it.
nice Chick-fil-A chicken breast, like any sort of chicken nuggets.
Here's
just
the hard-
fried chicken.
Here's the hard part with that one, though, is I can make macro-friendly chicken, like fried chicken, so easy and so delicious. I
Well,
can
look.
replace fried chicken easy. I can't replace a donut. I can't replace sushi.
Look,
Nico.
you just make a drive-through at your house, and I'll stop by anytime.
Hey. 2025, 2026, fast food joint or restaurant that's macro-friendly from former Fat Guy Fitness, possibly.
No way.
That would be crazy.
That would be insane.
I would literally drive to Dallas every weekend.
Opening day, I'd be there 100%.
We putting Kava and Chipotle out of business one day, hopefully.
That's
That is
huge.
insane. Did we just get some of the biggest new? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm doing the YouTube. thing.
Maybe in a year or two. You never know, dude.
That is insane.
I would 100% drive. If he's up in Dallas, I would 100% drive up there.
Road
opening
trip,
day.
Road trip.
Road trip.
Road trip. Road trip.
Okay, let me get my answer real quick so we can
Yeah,
move
yeah,
on.
Easy, what would you make 0 calories?
The Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich from Whataburger. Oh my, have you tried it, former?
I have not.
Don't.
Oh my God. These guys were literally laughing at me on the phone for 10 minutes last night because I said that would be
Man.
my pick.
I've had Whataburger like twice. It is so overrated.
Okay, you know what? That's your opinion.
What did you try?
The patty melt and a burger.
You know what? The patty melt is very respected by Whataburger consumers. So if you didn't like that, that's just
Add extra sauce.
the Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich. Literally is like heaven in my mouth. It is my go-to cheat meal. Whenever I am taking a cheat meal, I love it.
I thought I was having it in your mouth, bro.
Oh my God,
Dude.
Most of the time you are, but whenever that Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich comes across my face,
Okay, if I'm
I
being
just about spit that everywhere.
oh my
it
gosh,
wouldn't be the first time, brother.
if I'm being real, he was telling me about it and he made it sound so delicious. Last time I had a cheat meal, when was it?
I did the
Like
same
maybe
thing
2
as
months ago.
Jose.
It was maybe like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
He told me, bro, go get it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna trust you, right? Easy, my boy, right? I thought so, right? I went. Paid premium, by the way. Got the sandwich. I'm like, okay, it looks saucy. It looks delightful, heavenly even. I took a bite out of it. I'm like, maybe it was just the first bite. Took a second bite to it. And I was disgusted with myself that I even bought this, that this is in my mouth. I would rather be eating chicken rice. And I was
No.
pissed off with myself.
Well, see,
I just ate it. I just ate it.
That
Let
bad?
me put y'all onto the insane diet hack regarding the Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich, right?
All right.
It's already Buffalo Ranch with, chicken tenders and then Texas toast, whatever.
Yeah.
You get extra ranch on the side and you dip the Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich into the ranch and then you eat it and it's just literally speed running diabetes. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Oh,
and
that
love it.
sounds fun.
It's my favorite cheat meal. It's very devious. If you're feeling a little spicy, you put the little spicy ketchup in the ranch too, and then you mix it up real good. It gets an orange. I can go on for days about food, bro.
Like, will somebody please check Easy's pants real quick? I think something might have just happened down that way.
Okay.
I'll check his pants.
Okay. Relax, buddy.
All right. We've talked about making food 0 calories. Let's say calories don't matter. I said fried chicken.
Oh, you did.
forget my
Okay.
answer?
I did forget
I
your
remember that.
answer.
Forget my
I know that.
answer. If you were on death row, what would be your last meal? Easy, I'm going to you.
Buffalo Ranch chicken strip
Are you
sandwich.
serious? Death row?
Okay. Maybe like 5 Buffalo Ranch chicken strips.
Dude, you don't just increase the quantity on death row. Come on, bro. You can have whatever you want.
Whatever I want. I'm gonna have. I forgot the meat market's name, right? But there's this meat market by the farmers market in Houston. They serve
meat?
Very good meat. The best New York strip steaks that I've ever had. I'd get one of those. I would get a buffalo ranch signature sandwich. I would get a medium order of boneless Buffalo Wild Wings medium sauce wings.
Yeah.
And I would get an order of Cane's. And that's my death row meal. Kill me, I'll die happy. Let's do it.
Let's set the date up.
I was gonna say let's call the FBI. Let's get it going right now.
Put this in, actually.
I will call your FBI agent today. Okay.
Jose?
I would do a 108-ounce steak, medium rare, bloody, maybe even a little rare.
That's disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
No,
I would
no,
get
it's
myself
not.
some fried shrimp from Mambo's.
Dude, quit copying. me.
Fried rice from
Mambo's
Mambo's.
is elite, yeah.
I would have a big liter of horchata just ready right here on the side. And just to go out eating, healthy, just give me a big rotisserie chicken and get up out of there.
This sounds healthy, bro. Healthy, bro.
I respect the hell out of that.
I forgot my dessert.
Oh no, get your dessert, please.
No, he's dead now.
Out, get out.
A
You're
big
dead.
tres leches cake.
That's
Call it a day.
That's fair.
Dude, see, I knew I liked Jose. Our meals are pretty similar, actually, because I thought about this beforehand. Right off the rip, big 32-ounce prime rib. Like, give me that nice grade prime rib. I would probably have about 3 or 4 lobster tails soaked in butter. I would want some deep fried shrimp alongside of that. Give me some twice baked potatoes with bacon, chives, cheese mixed in that baked potato. Then, because I got to go back to my old big boy days, give me 2 beef chalupa supremes from Taco Bell. I want an extra large Mountain Dew Baja Blast. I want one of those cheesecakes from Albertsons where you can get I was a big boy if you can't tell. I want the 4 flavor cheesecake where it's got like the New York chocolate,
yeah, I know what
the
you're
strawberry
talking
one, because I'm gonna eat that whole damn thing. And
So you thought about this a little bit.
I think about this every night. That would probably top me out right there.
Damn, I forgot my dessert.
I forgot my. Oh, no, I did that.
I forgot my dessert. I'm dead now, so it doesn't matter. What about you, Nico?
Mine's gonna be really basic and honestly all fast food. I want a bunch. I don't know how many. I want a bunch of chicken strips from Cane's with cane sauce. I want like 2 or 3 large fries from Chick-fil-A.
You can't tell, guys. He loves fried chicken.
Well, let me get some. Let me get a ribeye. Doesn't just a good sized ribeye. 0 sugar root beer, a huge one, and then I gotta be honest, big old glass of milk for a whole order
I'ma cut you.
of crumble cookies.
Oh,
Bro,
I respect that.
Why is it milk?
Dude, you don't like milk?
No, he says milk.
I said milk.
He says milk, but milk.
I said milk.
It bothers me so much. Milk. And
Milk.
he says it. Oh, that makes me cringe.
Chocolate milk.
Continue, sorry. You said crumble?
Yes.
one of the week's orders are trash.
Crumble cookie, and then honestly, I know you were just shitting on the place, but I think I'd go a triple meat burger from Whataburger. Just get as much meat as possible
Hey,
in my mouth.
you're going fast food death row. I can respect it.
Yeah. That would be it.
I'm still upset that I forgot my dessert.
It's all right, bro.
Yeah, you're already dead. It's
Dead men
fine.
tell no tales, bro. Sorry.
Damn.
So, we talked about a bunch of good food. Former, specifically, let's talk about some of the worst foods you've ever made and you've ever tried.
Oh, that I've ever made and I've ever tried. Let's see, that's a tough one. I actually didn't think too much about that one. Tried right off the bat. We can name the big 3, like, Yellow Braun and all of them in the big 3. You got Heart and Soil, Carnivore Bar, Jacob Bar. Those are 3 of the worst products. I probably put the No Cow Bar on there also. All unanimously dog shit. Epic beef stick, all horrible. When it comes to ones that I've made, I'm a pretty damn good cook. But I've experimented enough with enough foods that have turned out like ass that I would probably say I made this. I don't know how I fucked it up this bad. This pulled pork cornbread that was supposed to be macro friendly. A macro friendly pulled pork with cornbread topping. It sounded good. Didn't turn out good. I don't even remember how I did it. I did this like 2 years ago or so. Like I tried to make a macro-friendly cornbread. Did not turn out like cornbread. It turned out like a corn slop. The pulled pork was okay, but the low-cal sauce I made around it was a homemade low-cal sauce, like with a vinegar base. It just did not turn out well. Took 2 bites of it, threw it away. It was so bad.
Wow.
So bad. I mean, if you're gonna make macro-friendly recipes and like your business is gonna be making recipes, though, be prepared to make a bunch of shitty recipes. Like,
Boys, what are some of the worst meals y'all have ever had?
There was this one point where I was just watching different, fitness YouTubers, and all of them were eating cream of rice. So I decided, let me make my own, right? I got my own cream of rice. I don't know how I messed it up this bad. Maybe I just put it in the microwave a tad too long. It came out like a brick. And you know what? I'm like, it's still edible, right? I put some sugar-free syrup on top of it, just a bunch of it. I took a bite out of it. I don't know how I messed it up that bad. That's all I can say.
Well, you see, mine was actually like one of my favorite go-to like meals, so to say. When I first started dieting, I for some reason just messed it up so bad. I used to make these like buffalo tuna wraps, like at the end of the night to go to sleep, I would eat some buffalo tuna, low-calorie tortilla, fat-free cheese, you know. But there was just one night, I don't know if the tuna was off, I don't know if the buffalo sauce was expired, I don't know if the cheese was moldy. Maybe I just didn't cook the tortilla properly, bro. But I literally took one bite and wanted to throw up, and I haven't been able to eat tuna since. And I love tuna.
That's heartbreaking.
I know, like I literally cannot consume tuna because I have nightmares of that one night that I made myself two really bad, and I still ate them because we gotta thug it out. We ain't gonna waste food around here.
Oh yeah.
But
Double cream of rice, by the way.
I can't.
I guess I'm the only bitch here.
I can't have tuna no more because of that one experience, and I'm so mad.
That's funny you went with the tuna route because one of the worst things I've eaten in a while was at all-you-can-eat sushi.
Yeah.
I was trying out different rolls, and I forget what it was, but it was a tuna-based roll, and you have to eat it or you'll get charged. It was so bad. So to tag on y'all, I did end up finishing the roll, but it was, I forget what kind, but it was some sort of tuna roll. It was disgusting.
But you finished it?
About all you can eat sushi.
I finished it.
Former, so you were the only one that didn't finish your food.
I'm the bitch. Dude, it was part of those. I meal prepped it. Like it was a meal prep recipe. So I had like this big giant container of pulled pork with the cornbread slop over the top of it. So it wasn't just like a single meal. It was like a full ass casserole that I basically made. 2 bites, said, well, bye-bye. So yeah, I'm the bitch of the group. My apologies.
Dude, I don't know. I can't
That
ever
just hurts
waste
to
food.
hear, though. Oh, my gosh.
It was heartbreaking.
Anyways, guys, speaking about something that just happened recently, C-Bum just retired. Former, I know you had some competition with him throughout the years. How do you feel about C-Bum retiring?
It's about time he got out of my way, so I can claim my title this next year. I mean, he really wishes that I would have just let him be, but I gave it to him last year. I stayed out of the competition. I stayed out of it this year. I figured we'll let him get 6. I'm going to keep him from getting anything else. That's why he's retiring, is he heard I'm coming back. He heard that I'm going to come in next year, take my title. He didn't want to actually lose. He wanted to stay MJ, go 6 for 6, but it's what it is.
I can't wait for you to come.
Well, you see, whenever I was training C-Bum 1 week out before the Olympia, he actually did let me know that he heard the rumors that you were possibly appearing back on stage.
He shit his pants,
and
didn't he?
that's when he made the decision. Yeah, and he told me, his personal coach, that 1 week out from the show. So it was a relatively early or late decision that he made on prep.
Well, I mean, you saw how emotional he was, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he heard Former, and the tears were coming, dude. They were coming.
It almost made me want to cry because, like, I'm C-Bum's my client. I'm over here trying to get him right, but also Former's the homie. Like, what side do I pick? I felt like this was Drake and Kendrick Lamar again, but, I guess.
We all know he was Drake.
As
Because he not
heartbreaking-
like us.
As heartbreaking as it was for y'all,
That's a bar.
someone made a whole video about, C-Bum's retirement breaking their heart. Jose, what's it mean to you for C-Bum to retire?
Okay.
Banger, by the way.
100% honest. It's kind of sad, bro. It is kind of sad. Like he's really brought bodybuilding to light, if I'm being honest. I mean, especially to me. I know to a lot of different people also. Bodybuilding has never been like that big, realistically, as a sport. It has never been that big.
Yeah.
And then the classic division with C-Bum came in, and then it's popping off a little more. I think this year was probably the most I've ever seen a lot of people engaging to bodybuilding. And now people also care about not only C-Bum, but Ramon, Uris, just a bunch of different other bodybuilders. I thought it was pretty cool. And his retirement had to come, especially with Tyler coming in.
We can't make him cry too much, man.
So
We can't.
it is official. Tyler sent C-Bum into retirement.
I did. Like, guys, Mr. Olympia, next year, 2025, me, okay? If you're going to compete, you might as well stay home. Just stay home.
Shots fired at Ramon.
Tyler, did you need a coach? Because now Easy's out of a
Oh,
client.
yeah, actually, if you need a well-experienced 6-time Olympia-winning coach, I'm right here. I coach C-Bum for all 6 of his preps.
Do you see me, bro?
Yeah.
I don't need a coach.
Dang.
Okay.
I am the
Okay.
coach.
Well, I might pick up Jose as a client and use him against you. Well, man.
If you can't tell, we're joking. I'm D-tier physique. Good Lord,
We're
guys.
trolling. No. For real, though, Congrats on your retirement, C-Bum.
Yeah, for real.
I know you're watching this. I know you're a big fan.
He is my client.
Like on a more serious note, though, for like me, like C-Bum, I was never into bodybuilding. I'm still really not that into bodybuilding, but like C-Bum brought it into almost a mainstream point. Like I actually knew who he was 2 years ago, and it was like, okay, like I mean, the skinny bitch line. I stole that from you. Thank you, C-Bum, for that. No, it's sad. It's kind of the end of an era kind of thing.
It is.
I was a little bit into bodybuilding before, like keeping up with the sport. I did like not keep up with it for a little bit, so I didn't realize. Like I had some of my friends and also followers like, "Oh my God, C-Bum's retiring." I was like, "Oh wow, he really had an impact on people." For me, I was a fan of his. I like his content, but I can't say like, "Oh my God, he got me into fitness" or anything like that. But I mean, he ran the game. What more can you ask from a guy?
When he retired, honestly, for all the people that don't know, like that are not really in tune with bodybuilding, for bodybuilding, that's like if when Tom Brady retired from football. That was like
Tom Brady, MJ,
Wow.
like he is that caliber of athlete.
C-Bum retiring made me want to retire too.
It got
No, that
really
completely
quiet right
makes-
there.
I think everybody's clapping it up.
That completely makes sense. That completely makes sense.
Why do you say that?
No, that
man?
completely makes sense.
Oh man.
And if you didn't hear, he did claim on the last pod, Summer Shredding 2025 is going to be his
It's mine.
for the taking.
It's mine. Are you doing it?
I've already won it next year, bro. They've already got it etched in
But
stone.
you said Olympia, bro. This is like
I'm taking them all.
ah damn. bro.
Every
You're
medal,
collect-
every crown. Like this is
collecting the
it. 2025 is
Infinity
Former's year, yo. Like that's what it is.
Are you actually gonna do it?
I want to. I wanted to do it this year, but we all know what happened. A little 40-pound weight gain. But yeah, I wanted to do it this year. I fell off myself. I do want to do it next year.
So, honestly, this is the end of the pod, but I do have one last question. I need you to really think hard about this question.
Oh, don't make me hurt myself.
Who would you want to see on the Yapcast? Now, before you answer, you do have to help us get this guest on the Yapcast.
I got you. It's an easy answer. TNF. We got to get TNF on here. Like, if there was one guy from Echo or one guy I've met on social media who's like around, accessible, available, who is one of the best dudes I've ever met on social media, TNF. Easy.
W. Well, honestly, again, Former, thank you for your time.
You got it,
You
man.
were our first guest with the full Yapcast crew. This was a special moment, and if Bella approves, I'd love to give you a kiss after this.
I don't know if Bella would approve, but don't watch Bella.
Oh no.
Well, anything to say, man?
All I wanted to say is thank you for watching. If you stayed all this way,
An hour 26.
comment W Former. Comment W Former in the chat. And we do want to say thank you, Former, for really taking the time out of your day to come by, just chat it up with us.
And also always showing love on the pages, bro.
Oh, no, I love you guys. Like, seriously, like, you guys are one of my favorite Echo boys. I was happy to be here, and anytime I can help you out, whether it's this or content, give me a shot, guys.
This feeling's mutual, brother.
With that being said, like it up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and follow all the socials, and peace.
Bye.
Peace.